Good day guys. Today on Ark we are going to build a greenhouse. So I'm going to set it up just next to my house here, and to do this we're going to build in a little hexagonal kind of thing, an octagon, hexagonal, whatever. I'll show you how you do that now by placing a square and triangle stone foundations. I'm just going to repeat this pattern all the way down. First a square, then a triangle, then a square, then a triangle, and you will get the end result like so. Okay, after we've done that we need to get some waterworks. So what I like to do is get these stone cross connectors, and I put it about halfway down, and we're going to use two of these stone connecting pipes. Going to put it there and there. Then we're going to get 4 taps. I'm going to place the taps on each of the ends like so, and now we need to connect it to the water. So we're going to go to the back, get our straight pipes, 1, 2, and then a connector intake. There's that, it's gone blue. That shows you that it's pulling in water. We're going to follow it, make sure it's going straight through. It is. Right, now we can conceal this with some wooden floor foundations, or stone, it's up to you, but we're going to put wooden down for aesthetic purposes. Okay, after we've done that, we are now going to want to put some fence foundations on the inside of the wall, not the outside like you see here. We want them on the inside of the foundations. This can be a little bit tricky. You might have to configure it about a lot easier if you're on single player and you're in creative mode, but if you're on official servers, you know, you can just wiggle around and you'll get it eventually. After you've done that, place some stairs, stone or wooden, up to you, and then 12 pillars on each of the corners. You're going to box it in like this, and then on each of the corners you want to put it here. If you're on your own private server, you may want to disable clipping so you have an easier time. Also, my greenhouse is on uneven flooring, so later on when we're making the aesthetics on the outside we're going to come into a problem, and I'll show you how you fix that. But for now, just place the pillars on the corners like so, and you should get something that looks a little like this. So that should be 12. Now we've got the foundations down, we've got the intake, we've got the 12 pillars up, we've got a nice shape forming, we've got our entranceway. So all we need to do is wall it in now. Okay. So on the inside, where you put the foundations down, you want to build the walls on the inside. Turn it so it's green, so you got the stone pattern on the inside. I mean, you don't have to, it's up to you, but you want to do this all the way around. When you've done that, it's time to place the crop pots. So on the triangle foundations, we're going to place down some crop pots. So I'm just going to line them up nice and neat, and you're going to place these crop pots over all the triangles like so. So just line it up with the wall so you get it nice and neat, nice and straight. And then after you've done that, after you've placed all of the crop pots down, you want to get your catwalks. I think you need about 5 of them. And in the gaps in between, we're going to place some catwalks down. This is going to act like shelving, so we're going to put crop pots on top of these as well, so we can grow all the veg and berries that we need for our purposes. So just on the edge, let's see if it's easier in first person. No, it's not. We'll go back to third. So just on the edge, we're going to place the crop pots, just balancing around the edge. We can also use these for something to stand on later when we put the windows in. like so. Okay, last one. Awesome. After you've done that, it should look something like this. We are now going to put walls on the outside, going all the way around again. Make sure it's on the outside or you'll run into problems later. Okay, now it should look all stoned in on the inside and outside. Now you're going to use stone double door frames, and you've got to stack them too high. The sun's in the way here. Sorry, but I will give you a screenshot of what it looks like in a minute. Get the sun out of the way. So you're going to go too high with the double door frames. You're going to place them on the wall, on the outside walls that you've just put down. And if it all goes well, nothing should crumble. So you want to repeat that pattern all the way around until you got something that looks a little like this. Now it's time to put in the greenhouse wall windows. So we're going to put the greenhouse windows all the way around. We're going to leave the door empty for now. We're going to fill that in later on. So we're going to just go around all these windows, all the way up to the door, and then on top. So you're going to stack these too high. So roughly 22, maybe 22 windows, I think, in total you need. So there you go. It should look a little like this. Now for the roof, I'm going to start with a square and then a triangle greenhouse, and I'm going to repeat this pattern all the way around. You want to make sure it's on the inside and not the outside. Sometimes it can push out a little bit, but just, you know, position yourself and push back in. Use the pots to stand on, the crop pots to stand on. These are medium sized, by the way. So just like that, it was sticking out a bit. Just rearrange yourself so it's on the inside. Okay. Just to line that up. Last two triangle pieces are going to go in. And there we have it. Now we're going to have to get on top. We're going to put some more stone roofs in. We're going to have it on the wood facing us and the stone on the inside. There we go. Next, we're going to need some thatch, some sloped left or right walls, and you're going to put it on the left-hand side of the square panels, of the square roof panels. There should be 6 in total. So just go around your greenhouse, placing it on the left-hand side of the door, of the window panel, and it should create something that looks like that. This will now give us leverage to put our sloped greenhouse windows up. Our sloped greenhouse roofs. You want to just try and line it up with the edge. Go all the way around. There you go. After you do that, remove the 6 thatched walls. And then fill in the gap with some more triangle greenhouse roofs. Like so. That one's not lining up right. There we go. Then after you've filled in the sides, you're going to want to do the top, so you get a nice little peak. Just like so. Okay, that is technically your greenhouse finished. That's ready for use. It should be 300% by the time you put in the door frame and windows, which we're going to do now. We're going to build down. We're going to put the last two greenhouse windows in, a double door frame, and then a greenhouse door. Okay, that's it. That's 300% usage greenhouse. It's all irrigated. Everything should grow as long as you got fertilized and seeded. Seed and fertilize it. But let's make it fancy. If you want to make it fancy, we can put these columns on the outside, okay? One in the middle and two on the sides with stone triangle foundations. This little hook, so see where the stairs are? It hides the stairs really, really nicely. And then next we're going to go around by placing a stone foundation, and we're going to turn this to block for aesthetics. So we switch it to block so it looks like brickwork. And we want to do the same on the other side. Now my greenhouse is uneven, so I'm going to show you the problem you're going to run into and then how to fix it. So I can put one down here, turn it to block. But because my greenhouse now slopes, I won't be able to put one down here. Let me just go into creative mode and show you from the sky. So I'm going to have this problem here, right? You might run into this if your ground's a little uneven. You won't be able to place it exactly right, and you'll have an uneven greenhouse. But the way you fix this is you use a stone roof and stone walls. Okay? So you create the illusion that you've just used a foundation block, and it looks exactly the same. It's fine. So we want to leave a gap to place the next foundation, and that's what you're going to do all the way around. You're going to place a foundation, leave a gap, place a foundation, leave a gap. And then we're going to use stone triangle foundations or stone triangle roofs to fit in these gaps, these ones right here. So we're going to put the triangle in the middle and then the sides, and that should complete the pattern. You want to do that all the way around, but on this problem area where you've just built yourself the wall, you're going to have to use triangle roofs. It's the same principle, one in the middle, two on the sides, but then you throw a stone wall down at the bottom. And everything should be lined up really nice and neatly. And now we finish it off with a stone foundation. That should line up nice and neat. Wonderful. And one here, trees in the way. One here. And there you have it. If you want to make it really fancy, get some thatch roofs, go all the way around, and you can then place railings just on side your windows. If you've placed anything wrong, it's going to crumble one of your pillars. Don't worry about it if it does. It just, I think I crumbled one of mine actually. I think I placed something wrong. But I ended up going back and corrected it later. Thatch foundations all the way around. You can then put the stone railings on top. All the way around. So after you get all the way around back to the door, you can now remove the thatch roofs. Thatch ceilings. And you want to put stone railings or wooden railings all the way around the outside, and you'll end up with something that looks like this at the end. Okay guys, that's it for our fancy greenhouse. If you liked it, like, comment, share and subscribe, and catch you next one real soon.